Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of creating composite patterns. The pattern that we're going to look at this week is very similar to the pattern that we looked at last week. The main difference being that we're going to have our hands splitting on top and bottom, north and south, as opposed to east and west. To start off explaining the new pattern, I'd like to point out one main difference. Last week we're using quarter time anti-spin and extension and combining it with a hybrid flower to get the pattern we see here. This week we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. This time, instead of using quarter time, we're going to keep our hands together in a fountain shape when going from south to north on either side of our body. Doing it this way will provide you variation in your practice, but it's also a lot easier to do a fountain up either side than it is to do a quarter time chase. To start off the move, we're going to start on the left side of our body. If our pulley is spinning left as well, that will be anti-spin. And we're going to take our hands from bottom, south, all the way up to north. We want to get comfortable with this plane. It's the same plane as a windmill, so if you want to do a windmill for now to keep steady, that's fine. And then we're going to split our hands in hybrid, extension and anti-spin to join back down and south. The next thing we'll look at is the in-spin side of the pattern. This pattern will look and resemble a lot like an extension versus isolation hand-to-hand hybrid in reverse. To get into that shape, we want to hit a split same stall down at our south point. And when we do that, we keep our hands together and keep the shape of the hybrid to move up to the top like we did on the other side of the pattern. Let's take a look at what the same direction variation looks like when we do it at full speed, all sides put together. Once you've gotten used to that hand path, try it in an opposite direction orientation. Starting from your south point, work up either side using a hands together opposite direction cap, and then split them from the north point using anti-spin to return back to the original south point. You can also try it starting with your hands together from the top, and when you do, your hands split at the south point going in extension as opposed to anti-spin like before from the north. Alright everybody, that should wrap up episode 2 of creating composite patterns. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Again, my name is Connor, this has been a Flow on Fire tutorial, and I'll catch you next time.